Oh, hey there, people. How the frig's it going today? Oh, it's Sunday here on Vlogging Life. And I don't know if you can tell out there, but yeah, it rained. It's drying off, but they're calling for more rain. Calling for shit weather all day, so I don't really want to bike in shit weather. Luckily, I don't need groceries. And tomorrow the grocery stores are open because it's only a civic holiday. It's not a stat holiday, which means the company I work for has the option to pay me or not. Which means tomorrow I'm off without pay because they can choose not to pay me. They're going to choose not to pay me. So that's fine. A day off without pay. And those people working it are just working straight time. That is what it is. But that means that like stores like Freshco and that are open tomorrow. So if I do need to do groceries to get like what I do need to get, I may go out tonight if there is a break in the rain. Because I think I'm out of egg whites. This is the end of it. Probably feels like maybe 200 grams in there. Like you don't get any closer than that in guesstimating. This is empty. I literally poured it in there. 195, I said 200 grams. Holy crap, I should be a circus act. Well, I should have been a circus act a long time ago, but you know, for like weight, not for my other talents. Anyway, I'm going to rip up some anabolic French toast. I'm going to try it with the new churro powder. Still got some of the vanilla powder left. I'm just going to use that for making shakes and protein ice cream. But I really want to see what happens when I smash this churro banana friggin' not churro powder. What is this? Banana coconut friggin' monkey sauce pie, or what did I call this one? 1 second here. I'm stupid. Chocolate banana cream pie. And it's like you open the case or you open the tub and that's all you smell right away. It's just bananas punching you right in the ovary face. Yeah, that's going to make for some interesting French toast. Kind of looks like Jell-O pudding. Alright, let's see how this turns out. Seriously, it looks like chocolate. So good. No, stay. Just stay. Calm down. Just lay down. Holy crap, he's being obedient today. That's weird. So surprisingly enough, my legs don't feel like they want to come off. That's neat. After yesterday's bike ride and the super pump on the friggin' big hill, I thought for sure today I was going to wake up feeling like a bag of smashed assholes, but I didn't. I also drank a fair share of water yesterday while biking too, and I'm really glad I found that off-beaten trail so I could rock a piss. Because otherwise I would have made for an uncomfortable leg cramp. I probably would have peed myself on the road. And wearing blue jeans, it would have been really noticeable. So I'm thinking I might today take a rip to the grocery store, buy bike. We'll wait for a break in the weather, and then we'll go for a jaunt to Food Basics and back. You know, can't rain all the time. And a little bit of rain won't hurt. I just wish I had better lube for the chain to protect it from the elements. I'm not worried about myself getting wet, whatever, right? Like, I got a laundry system here. I can either easily wash and dry my clothes. Not too worried on my part. Well, these French toasts smell freaking good. They look a little darker because of the protein powder being a chocolate, but yeah, that's pretty good. All I know is last night when I made the anabolic ice cream with that friggin' chocolate banana cream pie, guys, the flavor off of it was stupid. Because I used the powder, I used strawberries, and then I threw a tablespoon of PB2 into it. And in the end, it literally tasted like awesome sauce. Like, it was such an assault on the taste buds. I should have tried it without the PB2, but I was like, I hate peanut butter. I like peanut butter, and I want more protein in this. And, you know, I was going to bed shortly, and I really wanted to have that one last jolt of protein, so while I'm sleeping, my body can repair, and maybe I won't wake up feeling like a bag of smashed assholes today. And I woke up not feeling like a bag of smashed assholes today, so victory for me. Anyway, yeah, the assault on the taste buds from the flavor was stupid. Because, like, you'd bite into it, and then you would get the strawberry taste, and then all of a sudden the peanut butter would come in, and then out of left field you get the chocolate banana cream pie that would just come swooping in. So it's like all your taste buds for dessert mode were being activated at the same time. There's a couple times I drilled down my shirt while eating, like drooling because it was so good. I'm drooling right now just thinking about it. Yup. Need a plate that's just a little bit bigger so I can get them all on, all 4 of them. Who else eats 4 French toasts in the morning? Or are you just like conservative and you have 2? Freak that, man. All in to win. All I know is on the next biking run, I'm having more French toast, like a lot more. And tomorrow it's supposed to be overcast with a high of 21. That's Celsius. Not sure what the heck that is in Fahrenheit. And to be fair, I don't really care because welcome to Canada, people. And pretty much the rest of the freestanding world. Not a lot of people use the old Fahrenheit system anymore. Just America. Just America, I think. Oh, let me just Google. I know there are certain places that still use miles versus kilometers. But I think it's only the USA who uses Fahrenheit. What other country in the world uses Fahrenheit for temperature?
The United States. On the website sciencing.com, they say, only a few countries use Fahrenheit as their official scale. The United States, Belize, Palau, the Bahamas, and the Cayman Islands.
Yeah.
Fahrenheit is still sometimes used in Canada, although Celsius is more common and is the official Canadian temperature scale.
Yeah, that I know. Yeah, we use Fahrenheit like on our stoves. Like, for instance, I set my oven to like 350 Fahrenheit, not to whatever that is in centigrade. Yeah, that's funny that I asked that, and she's like, the United States, and I'm like, yeah, we know that, but like, there's not many countries that use Fahrenheit. I don't know why the USA's got to be so difficult, be so rebellious. Like, you know, you guys won your liberties, but you should join the modern world of Celsius. It's pretty sweet. Okay, I'm going to eat. Bye. So because today's a rain day, thank God tomorrow I have it off. I don't get paid for it though, but like I already said that. But I don't have to work, so that means I can get up and go biking all day and burn myself out. Because let me tell you, I slept so good last night. So good. But I'm thinking that I haven't worked out since Thursday. Oh, yeah. It's currently Monday. And no, it's Sunday. I'll learn how to calendar, people. I swear, I'll learn. I'm working on it. That's a kitty cat. Oh, it's a mouse. Oh, so rough with the kitties. Oh, so rough with the... Oh, you're so rough with the kitties. So rough with the kitties. Oh, mouse. Oh, you just banged your head on the stupid doorknob, dum-dum. One day I gotta do something with this shuttle computer. I don't know when. Oh, mouse. Thought I could make a good garage computer, but what do I need a computer out there for? Yeah, I gotta go to the freaking grocery store today, and I really don't want to have to take the truck, but I might have to take the truck, and the whole objective was this month was to park the truck and not use it as much, and use my bike until my 825 kilometers are burnt out. But that, right now, with the rain, is not much of an option. But I got thinking last night, like, where we go fishing normally, like we used to go to that one place, that beach, Sunset, and it was pretty good there, except for this family kind of moved in and took over our spots. So then my friend found that other spot. It's a known spot that we go to. I thought it was some secret hidden spot, but it's a known spot that we go to. She goes last night to go fishing there, and the family that took over our damn spot on Sunset took over our damn spot there too. Like, holy crap. One half of them was at Sunset and the other half was at the spot, at the wall. So it's like, frig sakes. So now we might have to find another spot that we can go to try and catch fish. Because this friggin' family is spreading like coronavirus and taking over all our damn spots. But you know what? I got thinking. The amount of times that I've snagged and my friend have snagged off that area. Imagine going down there with a snorkel and just seeing what's there. There's probably all sorts of fishing gear snagged on the rocks just off that ledge, because that's where a lot of people snag, like 2-3 feet out, all rocks. And you look down there, like you shine a light down and you can see there's no weeds, it's just all rocks. There's probably crayfish and clam down there, but I guarantee you there's probably about a couple $100 worth of lures and jig heads. You know, grab one of those mesh bags and just go out and start collecting. Start loading it up. See what you find. Might be cheaper than going to the tackle store. And with the GoPro, put that shit on my head while I go down there. And I'd need some sort of a light. Now, I do have a waterproof light. I could probably like tape it to my wrist and use it as a hand light. It'd be nice to have it on my head somehow. I have my headlamp, but it's not waterproof. It would explode the moment it comes in contact with water, melting half my face off. So we don't want that to happen because that would hurt. But no, it was something I thought about, was going down there and just collecting jig heads, and maybe there's even some other kind of baits, like maybe people were throwing like, I don't know, other kind of baits, heavier shit, you know, fun stuff, kid stuff, crazy stuff. But yeah, that was one of my ideas. One day, slap on the snorkel set and go down there and see what I can find. Not worried about the fish approaching on me, because they won't. They'll stay away. But did you guys hear about that muskie attack out in Alberta? Or was it Manitoba? I can't remember. It was Saskatchewan. Anyway, it wasn't in Ontario, I don't believe. It could have been. Probably was. I don't know. You guys hear about that muskie attack that happened somewhere in Canada? Hey, that's a better line. I saw the heading. I didn't really read into it because I didn't really care, but apparently a muskie attacked a lady. And yeah, I didn't realize how awesome their teeth were until I saw a picture of a muskie's face, and I was like, holy shit, I would not want to get bit by that. Talk about a friggin' freshwater dinosaur. Wow, they're pretty awesome. But you know what's really awesome? Have you guys ever seen a picture of a sturgeon? Holy crap, do they ever look like a bottom-feeding shark? They're neat. I like them, but it's illegal to hook on or to take them out of the water. They're one of those fish where if you catch it, you can remove your hook from it, but it's not allowed to leave the water. Like, you can't take it out of the water. And apparently there's a rumor that it's illegal to have photos with them. Like, you can't even take a picture of it. I don't know how that's true or not. Like, if I have a camera on my head and I'm filming and I hook onto it and I remove it from the hook without taking it out of the body of water and let it go and it swims off, then that's proof that I didn't kill the fish. I can't see, maybe I can't post that footage online. Maybe that's what they mean. I don't know. I know in the States there's a lot of people who go sturgeon fishing strictly for the sport because they like pulling those friggin' freshwater Buicks out of the water. They don't take them out of the water. They unhook them while they're in the water still, but they like the fight that the sturgeon gives them. And I guess it's probably a lot of fun to hook onto an 8-foot friggin' freshwater shark and shank it out of the ground. Oh my god, they're so awesome looking though. I'd never seen one before until I saw one, and I was like, man, that's a badass looking fish. But I do think today is going to be a lifting day, guys, because it doesn't look like we're going to get much cardio on the fat bike today, mainly because the weather sucks. That's fine. Give these stilts a chance to heal some more, and we'll get some muscle growth going with some more stimulus by lifting. My shoulders, I woke up this morning, my shoulders hurt. I'm like, why are my shoulders sore? I didn't even do anything involving shoulders yesterday. I rode a bike. My legs should be hurting. My legs are fine. I pulled out her glove. She knows what it is. Let her wiggle her bum. He doesn't. He knows she's excited. Okay. So the other reason why I wanted to go to the grocery store was I wanted to pick up some vegetable oil. I don't need a big jar of it, but I think they only come in one size. The reason being is I got that 300 grams of bass in the fridge, and I was going to batter it up and fry it in oil. And then I was going to do deep fried pickles and french fries for dinner. I figured that could be pretty good. Oh, 1 second here. What are you playing with? Stop that. I swear to... The cat has toys, plays with a wrapper. I'm telling you, man. Buy the cat a bed and she sleeps in the box. Don't waste money on your cats. Just give them garbage. They'll be happy for life. I swear, cats are freaking weird. But, yeah, I wanted to make... I was going to deep fry the bass for supper tonight. And by deep fry, I mean like just fried in oil. And do the same with some deep fried pickles. It's a recipe I've been dying to try. My buddy, he's a chef at a restaurant down in the Skokas. And he told me, he's like, oh, dude, just take some pickles and like if you're gonna batter your fish, batter some pickles, like chop them into slices, or you can chop them into long ends, like take a pickle, chop it into four, and then you roll it in the batter and drive it in the oil, and just wait for it to crispen up, and then put that on a plate and have that with your fish. And he's like, dude, it's the best thing ever. He goes, they go nuts for it down here. They do a pickerel plate, or they do a trout plate down at this restaurant, and on the side you get your chips. Basically they do deep fried french fries, or oil fried french fries, whatever you want to say. Anyway, deep fried, oil fried, same. And they do deep fried pickles as a vegetable, and it's one of their heavy hits. So I figured, you know what, it could be kind of fun to try that tonight. Like I say, it's a doom and gloom night. We got to make a day out of this, guys. I don't know what the hell to do. Friggin' stupid weather. I got kilometers to go collect. Let's go. Frig off Mother Nature. Thank God next weekend they're calling for all sun all weekend. It's going to rain Tuesday, Wednesday, but then Thursday it's going to be A-OK, and Friday is going to be awesome, and then Saturday is going to be awesome, and Sunday is going to be awesome. So I get off work at noon on Friday, and I'm just going to get off work, jump on Fatty, and hammer down friggin' 7th gear, because that's all I got. Take her up to 16 kilometers an hour, because that's all she'll do, and just friggin' give her, boys. Get these fat bike kilometers done and done. That's the plan. Alright, well, I may have to friggin' say screw the bike today and actually I got nothing for breakfast tomorrow. Like, I got nothing. I am fresh out of egg whites. I am fresh out of a lot of stuff that I need. Like I say, we may have to say frig the fat bike for today and pick it up tomorrow. Like, I could go right now, but I don't know how busy it is there. And that's the other problem is. No, it's raining out. It's totally raining out. Look at my neighbor's driveway. There's a puddle there. And yeah, okay, forget it. I know. These will probably kill me. But I need some energy because I'm feeling kind of wonk today and I want to get a workout in. So I went and did my groceries already. I figured I better get that done now before I jump into a workout. I'm also currently working on a potential deal. I have the GoPro Session 4, which was the first model of the Session. GoPro released a successor to the Session 4 called the Session 5, which literally had a better microphone. It was just like mine. It was waterproof up to 30 feet. Had a better onboard mic, had a better video quality. Like, I can do 1080p, 60 frames per second on mine at super wide view. This one here has the option to do 4K. I don't really care about that. 1080's good enough good stuff. Everybody who's all 4K, more detail. It's friggin' YouTube. You're not filming a Paramount video. 1080's more than enough. Like, I remember back in the 720 days, and I was like, 720 is more than enough. Well, in some cases, 720 is more than enough. I think I still watch a lot of videos in 720. I know on my phone I do, because even though my phone can do 4K, I'm like, no. But funny thing happened at the grocery store. So I bought my de-alkalized beer that I normally get, the blonde lager. This shit, this stuff here, you know, it's cheap. It's like $7 for a 12-pack, not too bad. So I pay for it, and I'm walking out of the store, and some dude outside the store is like, "Oh, buying alcohol-free beer, eh? You know, there's no alcohol in that." And I'm like, I'm just sitting there, and I was about to make a wisecrack about, or just be like, "Yeah, I know, that's why I buy it," and tell him the real reason. But instead, I decided to be a little creative, and I don't know what the hell came over me, but I'm like, oh no, I was like, there's alcohol in it. There's like 0.5%. So it's not enough to get you pissed. You'd have to literally shotgun the entire case to get a slight buzz off of it. I said, however, do you know how alcohol's made? And he goes, no. And I said, well, alcohol is basically created, and this is actually valid, is when the fungus yeast consumes sugar, it poops out alcohol as a byproduct. That's why active yeast is added to your brew to create the alcohol content. And he's like, oh, I didn't know that. I said, so the problem is when they de-alkalize a beer, there's yeast in there that's active, but it's got no sugar to bind to poop out alcohol. It's got some sugar from the ingredients, but not enough. And he went, okay. And I'm like, So what you do is you take the cans and you filter them through a coffee strainer filled with granulated sugar. And the end product will be about 4.5 to 7% depending on how long you let it, like how long you filter it through and how many times you filter it through. Really? Like, he's like, really? I'm like, yeah, that's how you get cheap American beer. Like, that's how you can get the prices they get. If you have people living in the States, they're like, oh yeah, I just bought a 2-4 and it cost me $22. And I'm thinking, yeah, I just bought a 2-4 and it cost me $45. So I got hosed. So now I can say I just bought a 12 for $7 and really throw them off. And he's like, oh, that's a great idea. How'd you find that one out? I'm like, oh, I found it on YouTube, man. And ever since then, that's all I've been doing. I'm going to have to give that a go, he says. And I'm just like, all right, man, well, good luck to you and have a good one. And I left. It's at that moment I realized I'm really thankful that we are enforced to wear masks and I have my sunglasses on because this guy has no idea what I look like and it's great. Also, I bought something else I haven't bought in forever. Freaking granola bars. Probably not the best. Valley Nature. Oh, that's the French side. Let me try this again. Nature Valley Trail Mix Chewy Granola Bars Mixed Berry. There's 5 in here. They're on 3 for $5 and I'm thinking for my bike rides. Like, sometimes I'm getting going and it's like I get hungry. And it's only 140 calories per bar. But, you know, it's got all those carbs in there. That would be nice. A lot of sugar, but I can use that for burst. Not a lot of protein. Just 2 grams. Friggin' consume that and rebuild in like a matter of a second. But, you know, chuck a couple of these in the back pouch and we're good. So I got 3 boxes of those. And I bought bananas. And the reason why I bought bananas is not for just consume. Well, I'm probably just going to consume them too because they're delicious. But I want to try and use them in my ice cream. Take it, peel it, fire it in the ice cream, blend it all up, make it thicker. Maybe I can use that instead of that xanthan gum, and then I won't fart so much while I sleep. And of course I bought the usual, the bag of Tornados and the bag of ground turkey. Or ground chicken, one of the two, who cares? We'll just call it ground bird. And what else did I grab? Oh, my egg whites for French toast and 2 loaves of bread. The Dumpsters bread was on sale, so I grabbed that. And Dumpsters. Got the whole wheat, because I like the whole wheat. It has that thermogenic effect. It's not really much to write home about, but if you eat whole wheat bread, you'll burn an extra so many calories. Who cares? It's not enough to write home about. That, and I just like the whole wheat bread because it's stiffer. So when you're cutting into it with your knife, it feels more substantial. I find the white bread, you absorb too much egg white into it, and then it becomes so flimsy to transfer it out of the egg white wash to the pan, where the brown bread will hold up while it's loaded with the egg white. And then you can top it with more egg white afterwards, and she just sponges it right up. But it holds its consistency. So brown bread for the win. Can we call it brown bread anymore? Is that going to piss off a Karen out there? I don't give a care. Anyway, I'm waiting to hear back from Buddy about this GoPro Hero session. Getting a sick deal on it. He's letting it go for cheap because he broke the plastic case. It's the same damn case that my Session 4 uses. And I know Amazon sells aftermarket ones and one of these for like $5-10. So once this guy gets back to me, I'm going to see if I can scoop it up today. If not, tomorrow. Might get some better quality vlogs for the bike runs. Sweet. Man, this here Kijiji session for this friggin' GoPro session has been one of the worst friggin' transactions I've ever gone through. Like, holy crap. Contact the guy on freaking Thursday or Wednesday when I saw it, and then message him, hey, is this still available? If so, can we arrange a time for pickup? He gets back to me 2 days ago. No, he gets back to me yesterday while I was out and says, yes, it's available. Just wanted to wash my hands, and yeah, he gets back to me yesterday. Says it's available. And I got the message. I was actually on my phone at when I was at the college there. I was dicking around on my phone while I was eating my I had some what do you call those friggin', I can't even speak today. I don't even know why I bother trying half the time. Beef jerky. I had some beef jerky in the back of my bike. So I figured, you know what, I'll have some beef jerky while I freaking recover from the bike ride so I can make it home in one piece. Where's a shitty pot? I'm just going to use a shitty pot to boil some oil. Good enough. They don't get shittier than this. So I'm going to put it on medium heat. But yeah, so I see that he messaged me like right away. Like I was on my phone. I was on Instagram responding to comments. When pop-up, the notification shows up that they responded. And I was like, oh, sweet. Okay, so I respond to the guy right away and say, All right, cool. I'm currently out biking, but I'll be home in about an hour. If you want, I can swing by anytime after that. And I see that he responded, or not responded, but that he saw the response, and that was all she wrote. He just saw it. He didn't do anything with it. So I don't know. Maybe he doesn't really want to sell it. Maybe he's busy. Give him the benefit of the doubt. But like, frig sakes, man. Like, are you looking to make some money to get rid of stuff you don't need, or are you looking to? Because I could really use something like that. That GoPro. I could put that to work with all the friggin' stuff I'm doing lately. I got some ideas. I need another camera angle. Anyway, I just picked up a little bottle of 97-cent vegetable oil and threw some in this pot. I'm gonna let it get up to temperature, and then we're gonna fry the fish in it. We're gonna fry the pickles in it. I gotta do a lot of prep. So I'm gonna make up a flour batter. I got some all-purpose blanched flour here. Thought I had a measuring cup somewhere. I gotta find it. Alright, I just need to whisk it all together. We got some flour, we got some seasonings, pepper, salt. I added some Parmesan herb to it. I don't know, I'm just going to throw a bunch of shit together and see how it tastes. Alright, so the one way you can test to see if your oil is hot enough is you shove your finger in it. No, I'm kidding. You take a little bit of the flour and throw it in, and that tells me that it is ready. So I just turned down the stove here. I'm going to run it between 4 and 3 because I'm going to run it on 3, I guess. Anyway, we got to get the fish out and get that all treated. Alright guys, that's frying up nicely, and I decided to do a little shake and bake here. Just threw the fish into here with the powder because dipping it in there wasn't coating it enough. So that was my first attempt. We'll see what happens. Oh, I'm waiting for that to cook. I might as well have a cold Frosty. Why not? Oh yeah, dealcoholized beer. Just filter it through sugar. What a dummy. I'm like sitting over here chopping up some pickles that are going to go into the batter and then get deep fried, and he really wants one. Now I asked Google if it was okay.
On the website akc.org, they say, in general, pickles are not toxic to dogs. They contain some nutritional health benefits, which in theory would make giving them to your dog perfectly fine.
So they say,
however, they are extremely high in sodium and contain ingredients that could be potentially harmful to a dog.
Okay, well, that's kind of a mix. I was going to give him a pickle because a while ago she said it was okay. Maybe I'll give him a small pickle and just see how he reacts to it because it's pretty gross. Let's see what he makes of this. You want that? He saw me eat one. He's not sure about it. I freaking love pickles. Hey, my fish is almost done. So the fish turned out pretty tasty looking. Tastes awesome. Got 6 pickles in there now. Just letting them deep fry up, and then we'll take a look at them. Should be sweet. Alright, well the deep fried pickles was a complete and utter failure. Still taste good, but they didn't turn out the way his did. Hot fish is phenomenal. Fish didn't get crunchy. It just got, cooked. Because I skipped a step. So you're supposed to use, like a fish batter has like a breadcrumb texture to it. Not just flour. So, whoops. Also, I don't think my oil was hot enough. I don't know. I've never deep fried before, guys. I just saw videos on it and was like, you know what? Maybe I'll give her a go and see how it turns out. And now I know. I don't belong near a deep fryer. However, my presentation might not look the greatest, but this fish has more flavor than what I had at Average Joe's last night. So for dinner tonight, we're going to have 300 grams of bass. We're going to have 4 pickles. And because I love French fries for a little bit of starch, a little bit of energy to rebuild muscle, we're going to have 4 small potatoes cut into French fries that I'm going to put into that oil and cook up. So let's pitter patter. At first I was kind of disheartened that I gave my brother my old, I had a deep fryer. I was kind of disheartened that I gave it to him. And after seeing this mess, I can't deep fry shit. Like, these aren't even, they're semi-cooked. But I'm just going to get these started in the oil. I'm going to put them in the air fryer and finish them. Because I have no rights to ever cook anything in oil. Yep, going forward, no rights to ever cook anything in oil. And stick to butter with fish. And things I know, like French toast and pancakes. Yep. Well, I destroyed my stovetop. That's kind of neat. Got the air fryer to finish off the fries. So far, these deep fried pickles, they're okay. They're not bad. But they didn't work. And I think it's because my oil wasn't hot enough, or I really suck at cooking. Probably the latter. So you can see the fish is lightly coated with the flour product, but I don't think I had the oil hot enough, maybe. But let me tell you, that's a good bass. We're sitting here picking at it, waiting for the friggin' French fries. I'm not gonna have any dinner left to eat because I already have it eaten. Man, I don't even know how these things are turning out. Probably like shit. Yup. Okay, so going forward, Adam is no longer allowed to cook with oil. That's that simple. We'll just make it that simple. That's something I wanted to try to see how it would work out. I've always wondered about that because there was a recipe for Keto Donuts that required you to cook them in coconut oil because all that healthy fat. But the problem is like one donut was 500 calories, so like holy shit. Like a Tim Hortons donut isn't that bad. However, once again, because you're just eating a high quantity of fat, low protein, low carbs, one donut would probably satiate you for a couple hours. Easily. Because it's just so damn calorie dense that it's like, you have one 500 calorie donut and then you're like, well, I'm good till tomorrow. And it's already, you're just having that for breakfast. But yeah, I decided against doing that because I was like, I didn't know how to do it and I didn't have a deep fryer. And people were like, oh, I just use a pot on the stove. And I'm like, yeah, I heard that can cause fires. Then I read about these flat tops. Apparently you can't have an oil fire on them unless you bring the oil past the flash point and then the pot will just catch fire. But the stove shouldn't. So that's exciting, I guess. You want to know how I know this air fryer is old besides the fact that it's covered in grease? When it stops, it doesn't ding anymore. It used to ding at me, but now it just does nothing. Look at that presentation. I should work in a restaurant. I'm kidding. That's a horrible presentation. But dinner is ready. I'm going to go eat. So the deep fried pickles, meh. The deep fried French fries, after air fried, they're okay. Deep fried fish, fan-damn-tastic. That's got some good flavor. And then there were two. I should do it like this. Session 4, Session 5. I was wrong on the Session 5. It does 4K at 30, but it does 1080p at 90, which kind of stupid. I'll probably set it up for 1080p at 60 and roll it like that. The difference between the two is actually kind of interesting. They both on the same side. This one here just says Hero. This one here says Hero 5. Over here, they both have the same card door reader where you flip it and it opens up. This one here, the spring's a little weak on it, whatever. The only difference is this is micro USB. This is USB-C. Not a problem. That's what this camera uses that I'm filming with now. So I'm going to go ahead and charge this thing up and then we'll do a comparison video shot and just see how they work. Sweet. Alright guys, we got both the GoPros here. Now the problem is the new one, the Session 5, I didn't get the skeleton case for it. See, the kid who had it used it for hockey, and I guess he took a dive or something. Anyway, he ended up breaking the skeleton case, which is basically this thing here that I have on mine. So, not a big deal. The GoPro Hero Session 4 and 5 use the same case, and they sell for $10. They're pretty fragile, pretty shitty, and they break really easy. And the third-party Chinese companies know this, so they got plenty of them on there on Amazon. So I ordered another one up. Now, I wanted to do a little comparison of the two cameras, but it's freaking dark out. So that's going to be kind of hard to do, but I'm going to do it in the house because I'm really curious to see myself how the audio, because apparently the Hero 5 has stabilization, it has better video, better audio, all sorts of better stuff. So I figure we'll give it a quick try and see how she do. So let's go ahead and turn on every single light in the house. Turn on every light.
Sure, turning 9 lights on.
There we go. Probably just turn on the porch light too. Yep. And let's go and fire these beasts up and see how they do. Alright guys, we're in wide on both cameras. Both got protein enabled. There's Oreo. Currently I'm pinching the cameras together. You'll see in the mirror here how I got them. Just pinching them together. We'll go into the bathroom so I can show you side by side. Show you which one's which. There's not really much of a difference between them, but this is the session 4, this is the session 5. So there's not really much of a difference except for the ring around the edge. The session 5 has a lighter ring, session 4 has a black ring, sure. Also, they both have the same mic setup, but they have different mics. Apparently the session 5 has a better mic system setup than the session 4. And I'm surprised this light didn't turn on. I told all the lights to turn on, so there we go. So they're stupid, and they're scampers. Let's take it into the living room, Jim. See how we do in here. And you know what, for fun, I'm just gonna set these up. And I'm gonna pretend to vlog with these and see how well they do. So I'm doing a side-by-side comparison of the two video feeds. Like I said, they're both set to 1080p wide, 60 frames per second. The session versus the session 5. Probably don't have them angled right. I don't think I do. It'd be easier if I had a way to clip them together. If I had the skeleton case, I could build like a little mount, stab them on it, call it a day. But I don't, so we work with what we got. Anyway, guys, that there is the comparison of the indoor comparison. What I'd really like to do is whenever I get my skeleton case, I'll put them both on the bike. We'll go for a rip, and you'll see the stabilization versus not stabilized footage and how different it is. If it's worth it, but I don't know. I got it for a cheap price. Like when I say cheap, I mean like regular. These things here, brand new, were like $300, and I got it for $75. It's kind of a good deal. Anyway, I hope it is. Well, let's go see what this footage looks like. I farted. Probably gonna fart a lot more too because I'm going to make some protein. I want to try it a little different today. I bought some bananas because I wanted to throw a banana into it. When I was at the muscle dummy store, I was talking to the lady. What do I keep stepping on? I was talking to the lady behind the counter, and I bought my protein. And she said that when she makes her protein ice cream, she doesn't use xanthan gum because it makes her too farty. And her husband really hates it when she's farty. So she uses banana instead. So that's why I got groceries today. I bought bananas. Normally I don't buy them because on keto, it's one of those fruits that you cannot eat. Theoretically on keto, there's a lot you cannot eat. So, got ourselves a banana here. Gonna peel this, throw it in the blender. Should hang on to the banana peel when somebody's tailgating me, just throw it out the window and make them spin out. Worked awesomely on this video game I played this one time. Alright, so I want to use my new chocolate banana cream pie one for this. Even though I'm already putting banana in there. Let's just overpower it with banana and maybe we'll turn into Donkey Kong and we can throw barrels at people. Okay, so we added the chocolate banana cream pie protein powder. Still have a little bit left of the vanilla cupcake. We'll use that at another date, just not this date. Also, I'm going to add the remainder of my butterscotch pudding. Alrighty, threw in the ice, threw in the almond milk, threw in some stevia sweetener, or my swerve, whatever it is, and some PB2. I didn't put in the strawberry that I normally do. I normally put strawberries in it. I'm going to try it without. Fire in the hole. Alright guys, and there we go. Some protein ice cream a la banana. Is it thick? Not as thick as I'd like. I would not do the overhead test with that one. You'd probably wear it. But, how does it taste? Like, if you look at it, it's pretty thick. Holy shit. That's quite possibly the best damn thing I put in my face today. And I had bass, so that goes to say something. Well, maybe not if you don't like bass. Anyway, I'm going to edit up that GoPro video footage, get it into a friggin' format that's viewable, and see how it turns out. Problem is the GoPro Session 5 has a feature, well, has multiple features that the Session 4 doesn't have, such as image stabilization, stereo audio. I got a PM going back downstairs. But it's got all these different features. 4K 30, super wide. Anybody using a new modern GoPro, even the Hero 4 has super wide. And it gives you a lot more view of your surroundings versus just wide mode. And yeah, Session 5 has a lot more features. I can't wait to play with them. Even the stereo audio on it will be nice, because if one of the clips is all blasted from wind noise, I can just go ahead and like if one of the channels is blasted with wind noise, you can just switch to the other channel, run it in mono. It's going to render in stereo anyway, who cares? So you're not going to hear the difference, but it gives me an extra chance to try and correct the audio before it goes out to YouTube, which is, I think, pretty freaking cool. But to each their own. Anyway, I'm going to have my protein ice cream and go from there. Let's get this edited and see how it sounds. Alrighty, guys. So you probably noticed the GoPro Hero 4 and the Session kind of sort of sound the same. No, I didn't. I got so much gas. There's a cat right there, too. Oh, the big mouth face. Oh, my God. Sometimes she just meows at me and it's just like, oh, you're so cute. I just want to pet your face. But anyway, both of the cameras kind of sort of look the same, kind of sort of sounded the same. Except for you're probably like, well, Adam, the video on the Session 5 looked a little bit more zoomed in. That, my friends, is electronic image stabilization. That is what I'm hoping will take bumps on the bike when I have the GoPro mounted on the front of the, or even on me and I'm hitting bumps. Instead of shaking the camera up and down, I'm hoping it can take that out. Like this here camera has gimbal stabilization. So it's got a gimbal on board. So as I'm waving it side to side, it's trying to compensate and prevent any sort of harsh movements and shaky cameras and stuff like that. Like it's designed to try and keep it fluid. And I can lock it onto my face in another mode where I can like totally spin the camera around and it'll always aim at my face no matter what I do. Kind of cool. And then there's optical image stabilization, which actually has a physical lens that can move inside on, not a gimbal, but it's on a motorized system to adjust for impacts and shakes. Electronic image stabilization, or formerly known as digital image stabilization, what it does is it crops the picture in. So it maybe knocks 5% of the border off all around. And then when you're hitting bumps, it'll basically move that image around to adjust for the impact to a certain extent. It's not exactly the greatest, but it's better than nothing. This also will put a drain on the battery. They say the average battery life of the GoPro Session 5 is about 2 hours. It's no better on the 4, to be honest. Now, one thing I did notice with the 4 versus the 5 is the video file size. The 5, for that, both clips, exactly same length. The 4 was a little bit longer because of I shut the 4 off last. I shut the 5 off first. So the Session 4, the entire clip was 412 megs. The Session 5 was 800 megs. Not exactly sure why. They're both filming 1080p, 60 frames per second, wide. I think the Session 5 is using the GoPro Hero 5 algorithm, so it's pulling in more megabytes a second. I know the lens, or the sensor, sorry, on the Hero Session 4 is only 8 megabits, or 8 megapixels, and the Session 5 is 12 megapixels. So that could be it. It's able to get more data, so it saves that as a higher bit rate, so you get a cleaner, brighter image. Now keep in mind the test kind of sucked in here because it's freaking dark, it's low light, and it's not exactly awesome sauce. The real test will be tomorrow when we're out biking and I have the cameras hooked up. Now, something I was thinking, like when I first saw that camera, I was like, oh man, on my hydration pack, I could install 2 GoPro mounts with a battery in my in the back, plugged into them to keep them charged. And I could hook them up to a GoPro remote or something. And that way there, I could start and stop them on the fly just by tapping the remote it would start them up, and then tap the remote, it would stop them, and keep going like that. And that way there I could easily acquire all my footage as I'm going, have like one GoPro aimed behind me, one in front of me, and it'd be fun for bicycle vlogging, or even get different angles with the GoPros and just have the remote to turn them on and off, because I have a GoPro remote upstairs and I couldn't get it to work with my 4, but I was going to try it with the session and see what happens. But yeah, interesting shit. But anyway, guys, it's 11 o'clock at night. I want to get to bed early tonight. Even though I'm off tomorrow, I do want to get out on the road and get more kilometers in. It's supposed to be nice tomorrow. So I figure, we'll spend the day biking, grab a box of granola bars, throw it in the back of the pannier, and friggin' get out there and collect some kilometers. Just friggin' hammer down. Wow. Yeah, you can tell I'm tired. Anyway, people, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you did, click that like button. I'm farting. Any questions, comments, concerns, down below they go. And until next time, I would have the big concern about the fact that I just farted and didn't know about it. But if you don't, that's okay. Until next time, stay safe and peace frig out. Sit, stupid, sit. Good dog.